Warp drive is back online, Captain. What's up? Nice job. We're right on target. Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
restore space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband.
Our scan detected contraband on board. Halt and prepare to be boarded. All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated. Copy that. Stay on course while we
Hey, Dad.
escort you in.
Want to hear a joke?
So you're telling me you see any heat witches? You've got that much.
Look at you.
Hell, hold on! You're home away from home!
Back off.
If it's too hot to handle, always happy to. All right, buzz off. Busy. Need a weapon? If you've got the credits. Always keep plenty of ammo in stock, too.
There's got to be a megacorp that'll hire someone like me.
Anything I can help you? Need some work done? Nothing for us to do. Sure, how about it? I'm sure you can find something. Sure, how about it?
Weapons locked. Time for some fun.
Take them out.
Job complete. Want to do it again, just for fun? No? Maybe.
Opening fire!
Target's criticized condition. So.
Alright, so that's going to be a 30 minutes in on this splice. I'm going to be like, oh, by the way, I'm voiced again.
I'm not gonna say this.
After my claim of having 1 or 2 silent episodes. I got real tired that evening for some reason. So I was like, I'm done. Took a melatonin at 11. Played it for that 30 minutes. Then I was like, alright, yep, I'm out. You could probably hear it in my voice that I just woke up. Maybe 15 minutes ago. I give myself a little bit of time.
Good. Well, right on time. I briefed Masako on the mole and went over the evidence you brought from Nix in detail. Yes. Masako was disappointed, but agreed the evidence was irrefutable. After some debate, we decided to fully disclose the results in this meeting. So I wanted you to be prepared. No. Directive Theta will remain confidential. We now know how effective it is, and may need to resort to it again in the future. Yes, the possibility was discussed, but we felt honesty may be more beneficial in this case. Now, let's get this over with, shall we?
Alright, this is the meeting. Yeah, the first chunk of this isn't too bad.
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget. The mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
Yeah, this meeting pretty much goes the same if you side with Imogene, because they're trying to keep her complacent, and she gets outed later.
Watch me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
And the public often gets what it wants.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
Me.
I hope you're ready for this.
I love the sass and the Starborn options.
Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Now there's a question. When I top universes, do I technically still have that? This implant that I'm getting? I'm wondering if that's gonna pop up in the dialogue here. Like, she's gonna put me under, wake me up and be like, why do you already have this? So that's gonna be interesting.
Are you sure you're okay? You left.
Double check those measurements are right. Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
Yeah, just don't fry my brain.
Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
Alright, I got a corporation to take down.
Fine, fine. I get it. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
Alright, let's see if there's some developer foresight here. I'm gonna wake up and be like, you already have the thing. What gives?
Alright, let's get this party started.
Also, there's no such thing as little to no downtime after anesthesia. I've been under a couple times in my life, and it takes a couple hours to, like, get rid of the wooziness. Not to mention the slight memory loss.
Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing.
Okay, so no extra dialogue about... Does hopping the universe remove the surgery, or...
So, how are you feeling? You look good? Yep, that's me every morning. But the whole point of this is no visual indication and no adverse side effects. So, sounds like we're on track. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says. That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Yeah, the implications of this thing are pretty gross, to be honest. The dialogue I'll be choosing is just because I'm going in a different direction. I'm a little less ethical on this run, and I'll probably swing back around to the ethical choices later in future playthroughs. Yeah, I know how to do this, but it's weird. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh. I thought that was how to open the door. Okay. Waiting for the effect to end. I assume. There you go.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
Well, I mean, your arm is kind of stuck. That's something. Okay, you're good now.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
That's the option I took before. This is my new favorite toy.
I'll take that as a no on the side effects. And that toy you love so much is very powerful. So use it wisely.
Yeah, toy is hardly the word I'd use to describe it. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech. When it comes to your job, you bet it does. Besides, the neuroamp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Vina and DeMarcus argued about elections.
We're getting to the sucky part. This is all just preamble and prep.
Good. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd.
Yep, here we go.
Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries. And wish he shall, every day, while he rots away in prison. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives.
That's not true. You only get one floor.
As long as you're prepared when the time comes. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
God, it's such a pain in the ass, this mission.
Nothing a good operative can't manage. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp. Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them. No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, Every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
Alright.
I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
Alright.
It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go? You have the ability to manipulate others. If someone's in your way, you could get them to move. If someone has a key card, that means you have a key card. The possibilities here are really...
It's like in practice, there's a couple of guards that are like facing your direction. In order to manipulate them to get them out of the way, you need to put yourself in their field of view, and it's really fickle.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Come with me. I have everything you need for this assignment in my office.
Did they give me the stealth suit yet? Why did I not have that on? Oh god, I need to do a merchant trip before I leave. Oh yeah, it unequipped my armor. This I might keep off, but I'm gonna wear it for now. You know what? No, I won't. Okay, it did not give me my outfit yet.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
This is probably where she's gonna give me the stealth suit and then tell me about the extra objective that gets her to be the boss.
As much as I hate to admit it, Masako's plan is fairly straightforward and effective. Don't we both? But Masako is right. We don't want to have murder at Infinity Ltd. Overshadowing the news of their greater crimes. The public sympathizes with who they know, and that's the workers at Infinity. They don't identify with the people who died on some distant mining station or volunteered for the wrong clinical trial. Very astute. It's nice to see you're living up to expectations as an operative. Lucky for you, my side of the plan doesn't involve any extra legwork on your end. The program that Masako had me write will be doing all the heavy lifting. While it's downloading the evidence needed, it will also be interspersing an array of files that will say Masako was heavily involved. It'll ruin her career. The public's outrage and demand for her job will be enough to sway even Dalton himself. Now here's everything you need. Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and put that on for the extra 25%. Looks good on her. gonna do some merchandising off camera. So when we cut, we'll probably be in New Atlantis. Okay, I sold like 100 pounds worth of stuff. It was mostly spacesuits, but I still have like a crap ton of weapons on me.
I'm sorry. Heat leeches can turn into what?
Oh, this conversation is happening.
Terrormorphs. Giant carapace-encrusted tanks. Hence the new scanning protocols. On our watch, no heat leech enters this city. Understood?
Understood.
Alright. Let's get at it then.
Nice. I was wondering how much of that was going to end up being public. But the UC is not Ryuj, and they're not going to hide as much stuff from their people. Why do I have that favorited? It's like that's a micro gun, but I have a better one in storage. I get rid of that shit. This one I kept because its armor class is like, it's not quite twice, but look, the one I've been wearing, 157 physical, 214 physical without any extra mods attached to it. Like, I'm gonna have to start wearing this one again, just for the armor rating. But this one, you know what though, it has much better planetary protections, which presumably also helps. Okay, there we go.
We're asking everyone to take care of any leeches on their ships. We don't want any terrible.
God, you would think that that would be like,
Evening, ma'am. You will be scanned as you enter.
I guess a cause for panic in some fashion. But I guess the UC just kind of has their shit together. Just random cones. I think that's left over from like the disaster portion of the thing. Have I never been to the commercial district? Surely I have.
Don't be nervous.
Okay.
You got this.
I'm gonna do what I did before. I'm gonna make a whole save right here.
Easy for you to say. Top of the class.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters.
Like,
hello. Did you have an appointment with us today?
even with your crowd.
Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Alright, so we're gonna get the marketing. Currently trespassing. Oh. Chose the wrong one. Okay.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's party. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart that you've arrived.
Oh, you know what?
You can't just...
I hope Deimos gets back to us soon.
Did I mess this up?
Glad you're finding your way around.
I might have messed this up already. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna do. Now, technically, the elevator should work. And I should have access to marketing now, but we're gonna swing back around.
If you need something, see the reception. Wow.
Is it here? Oh, this is cool looking. No, this is enhance. Goddamn, where's the? I guess do I just go straight to the roof from here? I thought I had to go around. Oh, there it is. All right, let's get void form ready. No! Oh, God damn it. You see what I mean? You see that? Hey, he just fucked off. Oh! Oh my! I already have to reload. You see that? This mission is so broken. I hate it so much. Let's try this again. Okay, I got it that time. Whee! Heating activate. Yes.
Gas leak detected. All non-essential personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
So that gets everybody out of the building except for a security team, a little bit like the earlier Ryugen mission, but different and worse. Let's try to go over to this one first. Like, this part's cool. I like doing the catwalks. Okay, that's the guy that's over. We're gonna do a quick save here and see if he sees me. He does not. Good. Oh, okay. Got it. It's fine. I'm an idiot. I just went right for it without thinking. I like the ones that are really spread like that because they can usually only go in one spot. Alright, overseer. Messages. See, I wonder if this is fake. I wonder if this is Ularu's doing, because I don't think Misako had any correspondence with Infinity. But maybe she did, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna hit void form. And we're just gonna sprint by him. This is the part I'm not really sure where to go. Okay. Quick save. That's not where I need to be. Find a way into research and development. I think I need to hit the elevator. Don't perceive me. Don't look at me. Okay. I don't know how or where. Is it the flashlight, maybe? It might have been the flashlight. Shit. Damn it. Come on, get up. Get on the thing. Get on the thing! Let's do a quick save right here. It was probably the flashlight. Brutal. Okay, this is good. We're getting in the lower levels. Oh, this is the part. Oh my god, this was awful. But I have an advantage this time. I have void form, which I'm going to abuse. About to run out, I know. Okay, that's fine. Wait, look at that blue bar on the bottom. Okay. Damn it! And activating that canceled it out. This is the part I got lost in. And like I had so much trouble getting past those two guys, I activated a cheat just to run around with reckless abandon just to figure out where I'm supposed to go. Alright, we're gonna do something here. We're gonna use... Oh, I've only got 3, damn. Okay, we're gonna just... Oh, come on, man. We're gonna go straight for the stairs this time. If I... Okay, here we go. Shit. Okay.
Getting jumpy. Coffee.
Alright, I seem to be safe right here. Quick save. Void form. I know I'm about to lose it. Ooh! Quick save! Okay. Okay. Oh. That's fine, we're fine. Oh boy. Where do I go? What is my objective? Find a way into research and development. Alright, I need this to come back right now. I think I'm here. Oh. Okay, this I'm gonna blow some keys for this and auto slot. There we go. Okay. Like, oh, damn it. Imagine trying to do this without void form, because I couldn't. Okay. But we're done. That was it. That's what we had to do. Lunch. So now I need to escape. Oof. So that was easier. I had to save scum of several times. There was a moment where I got auto caught. I think it might have been the flashlight. Nothing in this game really informs you about exactly how their stealth works, but
It's important
we got it
that the
done.
people of the United Colonies can trust their primary news source. Can I help you?
I came all this way.
All right. You've got my attention. What's this so-called story about?
That's all I can do.
Corporate greed claims victims once more. And you have evidence to support this claim. Perfect stranger or not, we won't air anything without some sort of hard evidence. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence. Of course. I just hope your source is as reliable as you think they are. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source?
No. I think you know the drill here.
Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
Alright, the bullshit's over. It's specifically that part I don't like. That mission, ugh. Like, you barely got to see, like, the patrol routes because I was void forming through the whole thing, and I still got caught. The only reason that went as smooth as it did is because I kind of knew the layout already. But believe me, the first time it's a pain in the ass. It still kind of was. Just less so. I think I messed up the marketing floor thing because I walked too far in. I should have sat down and waited. And I'm wondering if I had an actual like interview or conversation with somebody on that floor, possibly it could have opened a different door for me. I don't know that for a fact. Maybe I could have gotten access to another floor, but I don't know. Just had to splice. That splice was 18 minutes long, so I had to cut that.
I've yet to hear anything of note on SSNN. Let's hear your report. Good. David won't be able to resist a story like this. He'll do some preliminary confirmations, which will be enough to get the broadcast out to the public. And how did the neuroamp perform?
It was fucky.
I thought it would be. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Infinity Ltd. and Lucas Drexler are currently under investigation for a number of violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself have yet to be confirmed, but it's believed that Masako Imada, CEO of Ryujin Industries, may be involved. A series of communications between Drexler and Imada were discovered, where she encouraged Drexler to ignore approval guidelines for human trials. This has been David Barry.
Oh yeah, that email we saw was fake.
Impossible.
Nice.
You set me up. You expect me to believe you're simply an unwilling pawn in this?
It pains me that you doubt my word.
Yes, I'm sure it does. Assuming I know exactly how this situation came about, I have only a few things to say. Should Ularu run this company, the reputation of Ryujin Industries will change dramatically. Her unchecked tactics will be heavy-handed, involving murder without question of both the innocent and the guilty. Ryujin may gain financial success, but the percentage is not worth the real cost.
Oh, I could be persuaded financially to change my opinion.
Then you're more foolish than I expected. I encourage you to talk to the board members and get their feelings on the subject. Perhaps if I can't change your mind, they can. Then, we can see where your true loyalties lie when the board
Okay,
puts
so you
everything
still
to
have a
vote.
chance to, like, swing back. Interesting.
I've got my eye on you.
I take it Masako wasn't as pleased to hear the SSNN broadcasts as she thought she'd be? I'm sure she does. She knows I'm the only one that could pull this off. And now she's going to have some serious regrets about holding this upcoming board meeting. Which brings me back to you. Masako wants us to acquire Infinity Ltd, which is obviously not on my list of things to do. I need you to persuade the board members otherwise, and make sure they're on our side when I move to vote Masako out.
Okay, so if we're going all in here.
Good. I'll be counting on it. The internal neuroamp essentially guarantees success. I figured as much. It's hard to resist the lure of having so much control over others. With Masako out of the way and the internal neuroamp finally ready for production, Ryujin Industries will be set for life. Or at least until I retire. Exactly. And all you need to do is use it to get the board on the winning side.
Okay, there's a third vote here. That's cool. See, this is a really cool thing. I like this mission. I wish previous Bethesda games had something a little bit like this. So, when you don't betray Masako and you don't side with Ularu, you only have the 2 votes to worry about. The internal neuroamp, you can get people to vote yes for it, or no, or shelve it because it's a dangerous technology that can. It's got some pretty gross implications. I'm going the least ethical on this run, and I'll swing back to the ethical stuff on future runs. And then you can acquire Infinity, which you're about to torpedo. The ethical version is acquire it, just buy it out, because it's going to be near worthless, because the news hit that it's got corruption and all that. So you could buy them out and save all the employees' jobs. That's the ethical route, but Ularu doesn't want Infinity, so we're gonna play ball with her this round. But I like the idea, like, you can actually, like, choose not to use the manipulation thing and just persuade them. And that's a pretty cool idea too.
My way and I'll keep out of yours.
Where the hell? There we go. Do a little quick save.
Don't tell me. Masako wants to make sure I'm still on her side after SSNN dropped this media bomb on us. Well, I was on Masako's until this news dropped. Now that she's been tied to Lucas, buying up Infinity Ltd only reinforces the narrative.
Okay, my objective is glitching.
Good. Exactly. We don't even know what could be hidden in their financial and legal records. At this point, the less unknowns, the better. All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not. So let's hear it. Even if the evidence exists to clear her name, it may be hard for the public to dissociate her from what Lucas Drexler has done. In which case, it wouldn't matter if we trusted her or not. We can't have a CEO whose name is synonymous with murder and corruption associated with the Ryujin Industries brand.
Okay, so I have to take this.
Now that's a delicate subject. But our competition really is upping their game. If we want to survive the coming onslaught, you're right. Ularu would be the logical choice. And what's your second point to consider? Don't I know it? I think Alexis and I are truly going to have our work cut out for one another. We'll discuss security ramifications with Dalton, and I'm sure there are alterations, safety nets, if you will, that we'll need from Vina. It's sure to be quite the undertaking. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
Alrighty. Got her on board.
If only there were more hours in the day. Well, if it isn't my favorite operative, something I can help you with?
My favorite? We haven't spoken since we met.
You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd is the Pandora's box of corporations. I mean, I could handle it as well as any other high-profile situation. But the real question is, do I want to? And the answer to that is no. Are you trying to add to my stress right now? First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
Damn. I don't want to use that on her. Oh, I had a bit of a sneeze there.
Tech like this only has good applications when you have complete control over who uses it. Once that tech hits a market, open or private, that control is gone. And not only that, the tech is out there to be advanced or modified by anyone who might get their hands on it.
Alright.
Because the external neuroamps are built to help the user on a personal level. They aid in reason, communication, confidence, all things that can make the difference in a person's self-image. And yes, they can be abused. But that's why there are laws regarding improper usage.
Alright, we're gonna have to do it just to get her vote.
In an ideal situation, yes. And I suppose creating that ideal situation is within my power. Now you've made it sound like a proper challenge that I can't help but accept. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset aside from the internal neuroamp that Ryujin has. Masako's successor will obviously be Ularu. She's qualified, but a little too heavy-handed for my taste. I prefer a CEO that makes my job easier, not harder.
Damn. I have to do this again.
You aren't the first person to say that.
She's gonna hate
There's
me.
definitely something to be said for Ularu. She's ruthless in ways that Masako isn't, and ruthlessness may be just what we need if we're to stay ahead of the competition, especially after this mess with Infinity. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful, but now I really do need to get back to my notes.
Alrighty.
I hope you're enjoying your new neuroamp. And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope.
Nope.
That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp.
I was actually hoping to see Starborn options in all this.
I'd be the next Ray DeCaris, my childhood hero and mentor. How amazing would that be? DeMarcus, eat your heart out. Don't tell him I said that. He knows I love and respect him. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be? Wow, you're no fun. I guess there's no point in examining their failures. Besides, I don't want any of their research to steer me in a bad direction. I know Masako will be pushing for the acquisition.
That's another thing.
I still can't get over everything that's happening, but you're right. Maybe a change of leadership is needed in order to prevent this from happening again. And I have no doubt that Ularu would keep my department fully funded. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
She's pretty agreeable.
You operatives really will wear anything. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available. Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why?
I didn't have a lot of contact.
You can tell a lot by just looking at a workspace or simply observing a person in their business environment. Perhaps I
met a couple of the
assumed
doctors
that as
in
an
the clinic.
operative here, observation was a talent of yours.
Fuck you.
Your statement confirms my suspicions. As much as Genevieve believes the public perception would boost overall sales, there's no way to know the repercussions of their financials. Next question. What are your thoughts on SSNN's reports that Masako is allegedly connected to Lucas Drexler? A good, neutral answer. One that Alexis would be proud of. I find it difficult to believe that our CEO was truthfully involved in such endeavors. I look forward to seeing what Alexis can learn about the subject. Yes, Ularu would be a very capable CEO. Her loyalty to Ryujin is unmatched. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been. It's the next big step for Ryujin Industries. Financially, it'll keep us secure for
he's
years
already
to
on
come.
board.
There's no doubt it's our future. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
We got Dalton.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting, especially after that bomb SSNN dropped in their last broadcast. I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome. With that internal neuro app, no doubt. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk, and look what happened. I suppose you're right. As long as I'm fully aware of the risks, I can properly account for them. My first priority will be to get the board and all security members set up with shielding as soon as possible. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd, we're about to add a significant workload onto my
about
team.
that.
The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause. I hate to agree, but you're right. And I'm sure Masako will understand my reasoning.
Oh, I gotta persuade.
You would side against her after everything we've been through? I can't shake this feeling that I too have doubts. Perhaps if you present your argument, I might better be able to understand my own thoughts on the matter.
Ooh, leadership.
The majority of Masako's decisions are based on information that Ularu uncovers.
Oh, security.
Not that it was a huge concern, but it would be nice to be rid of the shadow it's left. I owe Masako a great debt for my success in life. It pains me to admit you're right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to make sure I'm prepared for this meeting.
All right. So those two yeses are Masako herself, I believe. Hello, everyone. This is sure to be awkward. Come on, Landon. Pick it up. It's cool to feel like a board member in this kind of thing, even though I'm just an operative. This final mission's pretty cool.
To start this meeting, let me just say that the SSNN allegations are completely false.
And you expect us to just believe that?
If they're false, how did this happen?
I'll be ordering a full investigation, but I have my suspicions, which I'll address once this meeting has concluded. Until then, I'm still CEO, and we'll be moving forward with this meeting to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Do you really think we want a potential criminal? One suspected of being the actual mole here, leading a crucial meeting like this? In fact, I propose we remove Masako as CEO altogether, and nominate myself to take her place.
You can't be serious.
As much as it pains me to say it, I second the motion. My apologies, Masako, but we've failed here. Perhaps new leadership is what's needed moving forward.
Dalton, you can't seriously believe that.
Agreed. I initially believed we could pull through this, but I think a fresh perspective is necessary to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Any arguments against?
Yes, on the fact that I'm innocent and completely capable of doing my job.
Let's leave it up to the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
I had a feeling this would go my way.
Traitors. All of you.
Well, there you have it. And now, since you're no longer a part of this board, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
This isn't over. To think I had high hopes for you.
Now, Masako. Don't go taking out your shortcomings on our operative here.
Enough with your attitude, Ularu. I don't
feel
care
kinda
what
bad.
anyone says or what the evidence is. I know you're behind this. And I'll prove it, no matter how long it takes.
Good thing you're going to have plenty of time on your hands, then. Security. Why don't you escort Masako to her office? I'm sure law enforcement will be looking for her soon anyway. Now, let's get back to business. I'm sure you all know my feelings on acquiring Infinity Ltd.
Damn.
But this is a vote. So, any arguments for the acquisition? No arguments for? This bodes well. Arguments against? Besides my own, of course.
There's pretty much no technological benefit here. We've always been ahead of Infinity Ltd.
And not to mention how bad it would look if the public believes Masako was involved.
All right. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd. and being judged by yours truly?
She's a smooth talker. I like her.
Excellent. Not bad for my first meeting. Does anyone have anything else to bring to the table before we break?
Yep.
I almost hate to ask now, but are there any other matters to bring forth?
Damn.
No? Good. Meeting adjourned.
They didn't even get to talk about the
So much
amp.
work to do.
You're looking interesting today.
Well done. Very well done. No Infinity Ltd mess to clean up, and no more Masako as CEO. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin. For me especially. I suppose it is. Enjoy it while it lasts. It takes guts for someone in your position to go up against the CEO. And Masako never saw it coming.
These are the types of jobs I live for. Yeah.
I hope that enthusiasm sticks with you for the foreseeable future. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I'm sure you'll find it adequate for all you've done. I'm also promoting you to senior operative. You've certainly proven yourself capable enough.
That's an understatement.
If that helps pad your ego, so be it. As a senior op, you now have a personal office, mission board access, and you're free to work on your own time. The mission board will hold any available assignments, although I may still notify you should I require your more specific talents. Oh, and not that it ever really applied, but no more docks in pay. I only care about the end result, not the methods. Any questions? With Masako gone, penalties are a thing of the past. Results are all that matter. Besides, the benefits typically outweigh the cost of any cleanup.
Nice.
On the operations floor, of course.
I get my assignments from a machine now?
The majority of them, at least. Trust me, it's better this way. In that case, I suggest you get familiar with the mission board before you leave today. I'll admit, you helped me pull off a pretty big win. So, if you want to take some time off, I get it. Just don't forget, you still have a job that I expect you to do.
Nice. So, yeah. That's Ryujin. It's quite honestly just a touch underwhelming. I wanted more thievery.
It's about time Ularu got put in charge. Hope she gets rid of payroll deductions.
She does! I need to Is there like an activity or something that I can like track my... Here we go. Probably this one.
Can I help you?
Oh, come on. Come on, there you go. Yep, this is basically my office. It's not much, but it's mine. Hack the tower! Sabotage Hope Tech! The pay is garbage. But I have those now. Let's do some space combat, liven this video up a little bit.